Good morning, afternoon, evening, everyone. Rhypi here. Welcome to Rhypi Talks. In this episode, we're going to talk about staying positive. Part of our weekly series of talking to you guys with not being distracted by playing video games. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to like it if you can. And right now, before we fully get started, I'm going to be trying to put music. This week, I'm going to be putting music on my own stuff, but I might in future videos try to see if other people mind if I use their music as background to what you guys hear, so it's not just me. So with all of that, let's go ahead and get started. And with that in mind, putting in a timer so I don't forget. But the main topic today is staying positive. And I'll probably be talking about this in the future as well, especially when I'm able to do these lives. But for me, I've always been a person that I try to stay positive besides moments that I can't, of course. Like when I told you guys before about my dad passing and closing it out in the game. You also know that for some of you guys, this is the first time you're hearing it. And then also, sometimes it could be the case of when I was feeling down in the dumps when university life wasn't going the way I wanted to and stuff like that. Like how if you guys watch one of my early videos of this year, My Life is a Roller Coaster, I kind of talked about that a little bit. But the important thing is to try to stay positive, because some people around you may have it worse than you. Some people may feel like they're in the same boat. Some people you don't realize just you smiling at them cheers them up, or saying something positive can cheer them up. And then it has some that no matter what you say doesn't cheer them up, but you can at least say that you kind of attempted, even if you're not sure if it helps them in the long scheme of things, but you can still say that you helped. So with that in mind, just one of those interesting things to think about, because staying positive can be a challenge sometimes, especially when you're feeling unmotivated. Like for me at the moment, I keep trying to find a full-time job closer to my family, but I keep not being successful at the moment. But I'm trying to stay positive because I want to find something that's closer to me, but I don't want to feel like that I'm being bored at the same time, because that's part of the reason why I've been unsure about myself, or do I want to be a teacher right now or not. But this way I've been trying to do other jobs besides just being a teacher, because I want to eventually share to students of different paths that they can do with a math degree, not just but being a teacher like they always hear. So with that in mind, that's what keeps me positive when I'm looking at job searching. It's like I will eventually find someone that's willing to give me a chance to do something other than just teaching. But if I find things that looks like something I can do, I'm gonna try it as well. But we'll see how that goes. That's why I remember a couple of you guys being like, "Oh, did you start teaching?" I'm like, not exactly. Because I was just, I wasn't sure how I wanted to say it on stream. And here I am saying it on Premiere. Oh well. But at the moment, only a few of you guys are watching these, and I appreciate all you guys that are watching it. And yeah. With staying positive, it can be a double-edged sword, as a lot of us know. Because as much as you stay positive, sometimes the people that you hear do it are the ones that need help staying positive too. It's not just a one-way street. So it's just one of those interesting things. And I know some of you guys try to cheer me up when I'm in other people's chat, especially when I'm down about not doing the interview that well that I've talked to you guys about before, or on my Rhypi gaming stuff. But we all have those times that we're down, but there's times that you just have to build yourself back up. And there's a reason why there's a phrase called stepping stones, there's a phrase called bounce back, and a couple other things. Ideologize different things about trying to bring yourself being more positive or help others or stuff like that. And some people, they have to worry about giving the bad news to their family or loved ones, and sometimes it could be the case of them losing a job. It could be the case of that they're not sure how long they have to live, and different things like that. So they're always nervous about have to tell the truth. Sometimes there's a lot of things to stay positive. Some people try to lie about the situation, and honestly, it depends on the dynamic of that family or dynamic of the loved ones. It's the unfortunate thing. Even though for me right now, I've never had a girlfriend before, so I can't really say from that perspective, but from family perspective, I can say that I like to try to stay honest and positive with everything that's going on, even if sometimes me and my sister can butt heads at times. But all in all just trying to stay positive, because that's what I can do best for myself. Even if right now I'm just like, why am I not able to find something? I thought about trying to be a motivation speaker, but to do that you need experience, and most people aren't just gonna hire you just because you say, hey, I'm a motivational speaker, can I speak at your school? You have to build up your resume or stuff like that. Like the one who spoke at one of my schools that one time was a freedom rider, so he already had that kind of resume before he started his journey of doing stuff. And remember, Freedom Riders is a movie that was directed by Hilary Swank, and the guy who we got a chance to hear from him doing pep talk for us as teachers and also to our students was one of the original Freedom Riders before the movie came out. So it was kind of cool to hear from someone, and even he had to come about that he sometimes has negative. It's like right now, he had brain issues that he has to eventually step away from doing motivation speaker. So while he was doing stuff with the students, that he had his assistant who eventually will be doing the tour instead of him, of talking about these topics to help motivate the students. And he was there doing that to keep building up people that will stay positive for others. And I'll eventually like to be able to say that I want to be a positive speaker or motivational speaker for students, and not just focus on just being in my classroom or my group of students. But I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Even after this video, I don't think miraculously people on the comments are going to be like, oh, how much would you charge to be a motivational speaker for my school? And especially since at the moment, last time I checked, now we only had our 11 strong. I highly doubt any of us are people that can pay for someone to be a motivational speaker, because all of us have our own struggles that we're dealing with right now. but hopefully through all of this that you guys know, and we all do have downfalls or downships that happen to us from time to time. It's just a matter of how you balance yourself back and how close your bonds are with friends, family, loved ones, and trying to cheer each other up. Because like for me, I always try to cheer up everyone that I can, but sometimes I can't. and lately it's bothering me a little bit, just because I feel like I could do something, but at the same time I feel like no matter what I say, it's not gonna make a difference. So that's why I just stay silent when it comes to certain things. And those of you that know me, you understand why I'm doing that. And some of you guys who don't know what I mean by that, that's okay too. I don't want to say everything regarding that. I'm going to leave it like that because it's not my place to say it. Especially with us trying to stay positive. But because at the end of the day, no matter what happens, we have to stay positive for each other. Yes, there's going to be days that one of us is negative and others will try to be able to cheer ourselves up. But there's going to be days where all but one of us is negative. And like for me, I like being the one that tries to help everyone become positive again. And some people appreciate, some people are like, just take a hint, dude, don't worry about saying it today. I usually do without that being brought about. So, but sometimes, like when, once again, with my dad passing, that everyone knew that there wasn't a point for me to tell me, hey, stay positive, look at the outlook of things. That on the first day of it, that no one really said that. The second day, people started doing it because they wanted to cheer me up. But on the first day, that most people was just me like giving sympathies and stuff like that. And we wanted to do something from my dad at my hometown, but more and more we kept on seeing not many people was really interested in it, so we didn't even do it. So that's why that didn't pan out the way we wanted to. Maybe we'll do in the future, but also that I knew my mom and sister was not ready to discuss memories with people that they are not sure they know that my dad knew. Because we sure once we start doing this, it'll be the case that we'll see former students of my dad that we don't remember meeting and stuff like that comes and say hi to us, or thank us for living his memories or whatnot. And that's part of the reason why that on my social media I still have yet on Facebook wise posted anything about me being Rhypi, because I don't want it to be that people feel like they are just subscribing to me because they either know me from high school, or in the cases if they see that I'm the son of my dad, be like, oh, I need to support him as much as I can. What Mr. Blank would say. I almost said my last name. Oops. but all in all, we all have our challenges in front of us. But as long as you have a good circle of friends or a good circle of loved ones, whether it's friends, family, or girlfriend and boyfriend, depending on what it is for you, or multiple in some of our family dynamics. But the important thing is just to stay positive for oneself and be who you are, and try not to change yourself too rashly, because sometimes when we're super negative, we want to change everything about ourselves, but then you feel like you're caught up in a lie that you can't fix. Sometimes with that. So other times that can be so positive and you feel like you need to change your scenery, like from here I do right now. To change not being a teacher all the time. I'll still be a teacher in my mindset, because I can still teach people in the console, can still tutor privately for those who ask and stuff like that. But I don't want it to be that I keep feeling like I'm doing the same thing over and over again, and it doesn't help. In some sense, and why I wasn't worried about doing 3 hours twice a week at my old job sometimes, just because yes, I was able to cheer up my old coworkers, but when I came to me trying to cheer up my students, it didn't always work out. And for me, it was just a case of that no matter what I said, felt like I wasn't making too much of a difference. And I don't know for sure how to describe it, but it's just one of those cases that for me And I know that the saying goes, they'll miss you more when you're gone than when you're there. And as one of my students who tried to reach out to me over the summer, but I'm not sure if I responded to them because I technically already resigned at that point that I was just like, they wish they had said something on the last day of school, but no one was going to be certain what I was going to plan to do. And my coworkers had a feeling they knew what was going to happen, but me-wise, I still wasn't quite 100% sure. But I knew that I'm doing this and why I keep thinking about doing other jobs in the industry, but it's just like everyone's not sure if I had the skill set. That's my main struggle at the moment, is finding a place of work that lets me see if I can do a job and not just be like, you have to have these skills before joining us, even though it's an entry level position. And I'm just like, that's the whole point of an entry level position. Even if I have experience being a teacher, I just had to, like how some people have been saying to me, either use AI to help me build my resume or start catering my resume to those jobs. And it's just, for me, it's just like, I feel like I'm slightly fibbing, but there's people that I've talked to that's like, you need to stop feeling like you're fibbing or feeling like you're selling yourself too much, or because in some professions you have to do that. So this is the video for today of staying positive. That one thing to end us with something positive to think about is, no matter what life may throw at you, whether it's something long term or short term, the important thing is figuring out what can you do to either bounce back and bring everyone forward out of the funk, or being able to cheer up that one person that you didn't expect to cheer up. And sometimes just saying hi because they haven't been talked to in a while makes them feel like they're being seen. But enough about all the positive things that you can do. Just remember that don't be afraid to hear from others, because that's also something that some people tend to ignore, is that they try to be positive for everyone else, but when other people try to be positive with them, some people get scared off because of it. But just remember, you got this, guys. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you're watching this video. See you guys next time on Rhypi Talks weekly episodes, with this topic being staying positive.